Hey guys, welcome to the third episode of the Notorious Podcast. I'm yours truly, DJ Ruffy.
This is Noel.
Razak.
And yeah, PK is unavoidably absent.
As usual.
Abdul is also unavoidably absent. Jenny is on her way.
Jenny is supposedly on her way.
Yeah, she's on her way. I believe she's on her way.
Someone said Jenny might just be small, but let's see.
The rain is falling, so Jenny might be under her sheets and telling us she's
You
on her way.
understand?
Yeah, so we had a pretty good time the last episode. Also, we spoke about Game of Thrones and some other like really nice issues.
Yeah.
And the feedback was amazing also. So yeah,
People,
shout out to our listeners.
Thank you for always listening to us, Mark. Thanks, we loved your review.
Yeah. I saw some reviews, but yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
The social media space it's been crazy lately. Guys, have you guys been seeing what's been happening on Twitter?
They've been
People have been chopping slap.
Who slapped somebody?
slapping to.
He slapped Sissy.
People have been chopping slap, but it's crazy how Peruzzi and Pamilerin's case degenerated from went that bad.
Yeah.
It's funny because I find it very, very annoying when artists begin to see influencers as their enemies. When these artists are coming up, they beg these influencers, they beg bloggers, they beg post my song, they beg them to tweet
You'll
their
not
stuff.
post my song.
But when these
When
guys
they blow
begin to blow up, they now become very arrogant.
Everybody's enemy at that point.
What Peruzzi did is 100% was uncalled for. I know, you cannot detect or tell someone how to react when you criticize their stuff. But
How do you go back to slap someone after 6 months, please? And tell me.
The tweet was
6 months ago?
Yeah. How do you slap someone
They
after
never
6 months?
met now.
Oh, so wait.
Now.
Me and you I talked something on the timeline. Then
So the team pain the guy
then
now.
he
How
pain
did-
you
how
Sote
did your
as
mind
in
do
Sote
it?
you slap
Waited
me
for
up.
6 months.
Wallahi, if Pamilerin he's not suing this guy, then
He has apologized.
what
the
is
guy,
that? How much is apology,
Peruzzi
please?
apologized, then the Pamilerin came out say he has accepted the apology
that's-
now.
that's-
That
But
they are
the
now
thing is,
friends, blah, blah, blah.
This artist should actually understand that when you assault somebody, you could actually lose a lot of money
Yes.
for it. And I think until people start to do these things,
People have to
you know,
start suing these
these
guys.
people have
You
to be
can't
responsible
just
for
Yeah.
apologize.
So the
and
apology they
because you
paid
believe
now.
you apologize, you
Davido
get
has
away
paid
with
money for
stuff.
so the guy
Sure.
can't do anything now.
Okay.
No, but the thing is, if people are saying Tenny is better than Peruzzi, if that is the general opinion, I think Peruzzi should just man up and accept that fact and go to the studio and clear our doubts.
And show that you're better
It's
than.
very easy. It is your art that will speak for you, not people's opinions necessarily.
Funny enough, Peruzzi actually has a tape.
Yeah.
The tape did okay, but all the songs that popped were songs he featured people, and that is the
He
case.
doesn't have a hit on his own.
Peruzzi
He
needs
said he
to
finally
give
has a
us
hit. The only hit.
which one?
Hitting Pamilerin now. That's he said that's the only hit Peruzzi has right now.
No,
and then the funniest thing, he actually featured
Big
someone
man.
on the hit.
Yeah,
He
they had
featured his
to hold
bodyguard.
Pamilerin down.
So he didn't.
No, the thing is,
Big one.
Yeah.
So and then the funniest thing, when he now apologized, he didn't apologize alone. They had to help him apologize. So they keep on featuring him. Peruzzi can't do shit on his own again. Even Davido had to feature him on the apology.
Abdul, can you hear us? Apparently, Peruzzi can't do anything on his own. Oh, okay. They say Peruzzi can't do shit for himself.
And then the funniest about the apology. You know the apology, but this kind Davido was like apologize, blah 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 blah.
But he put a conditional statement to
but
his
you
apology.
this guy you should have done it. This kind you're justifying the slap.
Yeah.
That's
Abdul, what's your take?
No, that was very wrong. Like Razak was saying, that what's wrong is wrong, but then maybe the guy deserves this. Those guys
Look
can't
at this guy.
Hold on. He deserves the slap, or
deserve that slap.
Why?
Why?
do you say that?
Why would he be abusing somebody up and down like that?
Is that wait, Abdul, don't you do was so Vector should come and slap you, Abi?
Abdul, you don't say the day when Vector catch you na die.
No, that won't happen. No, that one.
Oh,
You see,
Leave him
double
down.
standard.
You
Double
know, you see.
standard.
But then it's wrong, man. And this Davido people, they have this thing of slap people.
That is their. He learns from your organ now. You see the video to slap people.
If your guy dey slap, you might go learn.
The DMW thing.
Nowadays,
No, but I think
they
see,
behave like rascals.
yeah.
Wow.
They're all rascals. They're all touts.
Please.
Wow. Okay.
No. They are not rascals. They are not touts.
They are
So
all
please,
rascals,
make
that's
person for no slap me.
But where they want to see me?
They are just.
Now so you go show they go slap your life.
Okay.
But
I
then the
think
guy said he wanted to sue, and then all of a sudden he just lets everything go. The Pamilerin guy or something.
Yeah, apparently he has forgiven.
Yeah, no, they've still giving me money.
You know now. Yes, now. That's what he wanted now.
Well, that was what he wanted.
But then again, how do we know? How we sure it's because of that tweet?
That is
What
just
if
because of
something
the tweet.
That day, yeah.
Always
something
said.
happened.
All
Looking at
this,
this
man.
from one side.
what is a publicity stunt, sef?
Could
What
he-
is a publicity stunt?
What if all this is just publicity? Because now, maybe tomorrow now, Peruzzi go and drop one song now. Or you know he has a video coming up that he wants to drop.
Yeah,
Maybe this
but,
all the whatever. I don't know,
right
sha.
now.
Anyway, we'll see how it unfolds.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. People. Meanwhile, now that since we are on this talk, let's get into the AIT and NBC. What do you guys think about AIT and NBC?
I think AIT is supposed to give NBC their own slapper.
Yeah,
Honestly speaking,
slap
man.
season.
This is slap season.
Me, my
Yeah.
own December. This you see this live, is what do you say? Is it give and take?
Yeah.
So slap
When
and slap.
PDP
PDP and
call it?
APC.
Okay, they said according to what I read, they said they shut them down because they were not following like NBC
guidelines,
codes,
yeah.
and then I think they didn't pay license fee or
They
something
had
like that.
They actually paid
And then-
license fees. They had
And then there's this their program, Kakaki
Yeah,
program or
it's Kakaki
something.
Social that was
Kakaki
even
Social.
Yeah, that there's a lot of like hate speech and stuff. So
Yeah.
okay, my own is back. AIT now speaking out against the government, against Buhari.
Yeah.
But okay, where was this energy when PDP was in government? Like, why was AIT doing this same thing during the PDP regime? Were they doing the same thing? Me, I would say no, because the owner of AIT, Dr. Peruzzi, is a PDP person.
Yeah.
He's a PDP guy. Chill. He's a PDP guy. You understand? So you were not doing these things when your masters were in power. So why now? So anything you get now, accept it. You understand?
I
Don't cry.
think It's not. You should not.
Where was this energy
God.
when PDP
There
Goodluck was
is
not a saint. He was not doing everything 100%.
nobody's
So
saying-
where was the criticism then?
Nobody.
So why now?
Nobody.
Because your masters are not giving you money again.
But now let's look at it from the
what we are
law. What the
saying
law
is,
says.
why should you actually shut
They
down?
give them the reasons now. They give them the reasons. They
But were they
broke codes
valid?
now.
If they were valid,
Were they valid? If they were
were
valid,
they valid reasons?
would the court have just? Yeah, Abdul, we can hear you.
So, what if they violated some terms?
No, as in that is what we are waiting for the court to prove.
They're still in court
So
now.
what if everybody thinks it's political because of Dr.
Of course.
To a large extent, everybody knows it is political.
Let's all be calm.
Bro, everybody knows it is political first.
That's what you think now.
No, it's not
You
what
know
I
what you
think.
think?
It is what we
You know
know.
AIT.
It is what we know because if you check it
I'm
out,
coming. Wait,
all the
let's tell you
stations that have been shut down are usually stations that are kind of seen as anti-APC. The one that happened in
I'm
Jos.
coming. You know, prior to this
People,
administration,
you know the funniest thing?
Yes.
AIT has been pushing some anti-APC documentaries like since
AIT has always pushed anti-APC. It is plain like that. The same way it is virtually obvious that channels pushes pro AIT.
Pro, but not anti-PDP.
Pro
AIT,
APC.
Pro APC, but not anti-PDP.
Mm.
Right?
The fact that they
Right.
do not come out openly like that.
But
then
they don't
it is-
criticize PDP.
Exactly. See what we are
you can
saying.
actually praise your own without criticizing others.
You can.
My point
there
is-
is
my point
nothing
is-
wrong with criticizing
No, they
others.
overdo it.
Even
They're
when,
overdoing
wait
it
now,
now.
wait. When you overdo it, there should be.
That is the overdoing now. They've cautioned them. This is
Oh, I think
there
we need to
should
call
be
a
laws
media
to an
professional.
extent. Yeah, let's
call him a media professional.
Ogundipe and
Samuel, I know where
and see what his thoughts are.
But personally, I feel we should be looking at it from the point of what the law says.
Yes, to a large
What
extent.
does the law say about these issues? You understand? Because if you're saying APC, hello Sammy, you're live on the Notorious podcast.
Oh, thank you. Good pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Sammy.
We're actually talking about the feud between NBC and AIT. Okay. From your own perspective as a professional, what do you think? Do you think what NBC did was right by banning AIT?
That question is so straightforward in the IT. Well, basically, as you are, as a journalist, definitely I'm not going to condone anything that could be deemed repressive, even slightly, And what NBC did to AIT was outright interference, in the conduct of private media establishment. AIT is not even just a private media, any private media in Nigeria. It's a pioneer of private broadcasting in Nigeria. So AIT plays in Nigeria history is so vast and so crucial that for any government to rise and try to make a misuse of such an organization is rather uncalled for. If you look at the content of NBC's official statement, that which is put out by itself saying that this is what the AIT has done wrong back and forth, you could tell clearly that this is an organization, an agency that does not understand its functions.
Yes.
You could be a regulator without necessarily being repressive. You could be a regulator and be sensible. You could be a regulator and and understand the pulse of the country.
Yeah.
It said that AIT did not, in fact, one of the very ridiculous complaints in that statement was that one of the AIT's on-air personalities was laughing while reading out a tweet from social media, during one of their social media streaming programs and all that. But basically, that goes to show that the NBC is not accommodating of free speech in Nigeria.
So,
because it's just basic standard across the world that a broadcaster can laugh. A broadcaster is a human being.
Yes.
So if something is ridiculous, you could just laugh about it and move on.
Yes.
What you cannot laugh about, which they are all trained for, is that where you cannot make a mockery of somebody's situation. Maybe they are showing naked children, who are starving, and all that. Maybe children of Kwashako and all that. You can't laugh on air over such a matter.
Yeah, Sammy.
But not on a matter that is funny. A joke about soccer. Everybody could laugh about.
Yes, Sammy, we're trying to wrap up here. What do you think this does to press freedom and how it affects?
Of course, it's really discouraging to press freedom. It has challenged, exposed Nigeria as a country that is not ready, to foster an ambience of peace for journalists, and that is not good for us. Yeah. We were down again in the ranking of Reporters Sans Frontières the other month, and now we are back here again trying to address issues like this. Democracy has gone beyond this. This is the democratic stability, constitutional republic, and the government should allow the media to breathe.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sammy. Because of time, we won't be able to go further.
It's understandable.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Sammy.
We appreciate it. All right. Yeah.
Samuel Ogundipe is a senior correspondent with Premium Times
newspaper. So it is. So that's why I said when we're making this argument, in as much as we want to be sentimental about them, we have to also look at. We want to also look at what the law says about these issues
professionally
what it says. But again, we'll let the courts decide
let's see how it goes.
on this. Another crazy issue that happened on social media. Did you guys watch the Kano Pillars Rangers?
Yeah. He slapped season last. He slapped
I
season.
don't know why are Nigerians angry like this now. Why are we angry now? What's happening? Do you guys actually? And because we are notorious, we're speaking about issues and how it affects the North and seeing issues from northern perspective.
Yeah.
This is an issue that affects us because Kano Pillars. North. And they went to actually.
They did this in Lagos.
They did this in Lagos.
Yeah, so
like
bad,
they are just painting
PR,
us like every single
violence,
time we're out to fight. Why?
No, this is. I think NFF needs to do something.
NFF has to take that case.
No, NFF has to take up that case, man. NFF has to take up that case. Do you see how like these guys stormed the stadium and were
full force obtaining rev?
And it was. I think it was a penalty.
Yes, a penalty led to. The referee gave
a penalty
to Rangers,
the
and
opposition fans were, and the Kano Pillar fans.
Wow. Okay, so it was like a penalty that penalty gone wrong.
Yes. So apparently.
Wow, I don't understand how like a penalty could actually go that bad.
Apparently, Rabi Aliu.
Wow. They did what?
They behave like Accusations and those kind of people. Everywhere, that's what they do. They always anyhow.
Yeah. So, but I as NBC reacted to what actually happened. And I'm sorry, NFF, sorry.
I don't think NFF has come out saying anything.
NFF has not said anything.
They'll just
Let's
look the whole thing.
Those guys, they don't want to improve.
The Rabi Aliu player herself. Apparently, he's actually a Kano Pillars legend, and I don't know like why he would have behaved that way.
Because I think his behavior was actually what gave them that impetus.
Oh, the Rabi guy plays for Rangers.
No, he plays for Kano Pillars.
So wait, who was the penalty awarded to?
The penalty was awarded to Rangers, and then
the guy
was more like, nah, this game is ending here.
Yeah. And that's how the thing just went south all of a sudden, So I don't know, like this is actually bad for Nigerian football.
Really,
this is like really bad for Nigerian football because we're trying to see how we promote. We're trying to see how we promote our own local leagues and see how they can actually meet international standards. And this does not in any way
doesn't portray.
It doesn't portray our system like really well.
We just called Ahmed Rufai. He's a senior researcher and a journalist. We want his thoughts on the Kano Pillars issue.
Yes. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can. You are live on Notorious Podcast, Ahmed.
Okay. Hi, listeners. I've just said my name is Ahmed Rufai. Basically, I have followed Kano Pillars for a long time now. I'm actually a big fan of Kano Pillars because they are one of the few teams that have been consistent in the Nigerian Premier League. But to say the least, I'm terribly disappointed in our longtime captain, Rabi Ali, because to me, he has set back Kano Pillars hundreds of years to a point where we are trying to live to a part of Pillars history that we are trying to separate ourselves from an identity that a lot of people have, continued to attach to the Pillars team. Football
hooliganism.
Yes. And so seeing Rabi Ali basically do that to the referee is a sad moment for me and a lot of my friends that I've tried as much as possible to draw them to support the local football league in Nigeria.
Yeah. Ahmed, what do you think? How do you think this would affect Kano Pillars? Do you see a ban or something?
I definitely see a point deduction for Kano Pillars.
Yeah.
The NPFL management body have again sanctioned clubs not just once, not twice. We have seen that this season. We have seen that the season before. And I think that we would see a sanction for Pillars, financial sanction. I will also see a ban for Rabiu Ali and also a fine for him as well. We'll be lucky not to get a point deduction. I don't know if this is going to be the case, but I hope not. But
you're still a fan.
Away from the NPFL and the sanction that they bring, another way that this affects us as a club, the perception in the mind of fans who support Kano Pillars and other clubs that will come to the Sani Abacha Stadium in Kano to play games and other referees. This would be a psychological blow to them.
True.
And so anytime that they come to the Sani Abacha Stadium, they will be wary. And it also brings it to question the kind of judgment that they will be making going forward.
Well, thank you, Ahmed, for being on Notorious Podcast.
Yes, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. We hope your points are not deducted.
I pray not. I pray not.
All right, take care.
I think the captain should be stripped off his armband. That's what me I think.
Stripping him off his armband is virtually the easiest thing.
Easiest sanction that could be.
And then they should
the
deduct their
lightest
points.
sanction.
They should deduct their points. Those fans need to know.
So we from what NFL will do, we'll know whether they are serious about our local league.
But Ahmed Rufai would not be happy when their points get deducted.
Yeah. And talking about the craziness that happens in football, who followed Neymar's very controversial case of he was falsely accused of rape initially, and then the video just came out.
Neymar is one footballer that, as much as Neymar loves to dive, Neymar dived into this, and then he came out with. He came up standing like so quick that everybody was like, "Oh wow, Neymar!"
He became the hero of
Neymar. You stand up this quick.
Yeah.
So what happened was, there was this girl in Brazil. They were talking, like they were chatting and all.
Yeah.
So he invited her over. Neymar plays for PSG, by the way, for those that don't know. So he invited her over. He's a Brazilian, so he invited her over from Brazil to France. Yeah, in Paris. So he invited her over. Then whatever, they had sex, and then maybe a few weeks later or something, the girl came out to say Neymar raped her, blah 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 blah. And then before we knew it, everybody was bashing Neymar on the internet, bashing Neymar. I think he got stripped off he has a deal with MasterCard. Yeah. He got stripped off that
bad?
Yeah, he got stripped of that deal.
You know how.
Yeah, and then but thank God for Neymar's life, he had receipts.
Neymar
he didn't clear his chat.
Neymar an evil boy.
Neymar kept good receipts.
He didn't clear his chat, so he came out to show
he made a video,
like everything, like how the girl enjoyed the sex. She sent him like the message they exchanged after the sex and all. Yeah. So that was what saved Neymar's life.
Wow.
Like, and then the funny thing, after Neymar put up the receipt and everything, all the people bashing Neymar, they just silent. Like nobody said anything again. Nobody went
again.
Yeah, nobody went for the girl.
Like the girl's third.
You understand?
Her third lawyer now has left the case because obviously her case does not hold water.
There's already substantial evidence against her now. So what I'm trying to understand is how did this thing degenerate into Nigerian Twitter going crazy?
So how it happened that there's this girl, her handle is Erelu Chocolate. She's a law student, and she tweeted, she was like, I'm reading the tweet, she was like, I will finish this law school, I will pass and be amazing at it. Then I will come for every single woman who falsely accuses a man of rape. I will come for her with everything I have. I will sue her for defamation of character, false imprisonment, malicious abuse, all I can find. That was it. And then after this tweet, our Twitter feminist presidents came after the girl. Came at her for that tweet.
What was her point?
Because she said she wants to fight against false accusation of rape.
So is fighting false accusation a bad thing?
That is what I don't understand now with these feminists. Like, I don't know, the Twitter feminists these days, I don't know. I think they basically just hate men or something. Like that's what anything against. They just want to be against men. Like,
yeah. And is that what feminism should be all about?
No, it shouldn't be.
Jenny should have been here.
Okay, let's call someone from Global Rights.
Okay.
Let's call Tosin from Global Rights and hear her perspective about these false accusations. Because if you are saying you're a feminist and you are fighting, you understand? Hi, Tosin.
Hello.
Hi, Tosin.
Hi, Idoko.
You're live on the Notorious podcast.
Okay.
Yes. So we've been talking about rape cases and with particular reference to false accusations.
Yeah.
Yes, and how it actually affects the accused and even the accuser in this case. So we would like to, from your own perspective as a woman, do you think it is bad for someone to speak out against false rape accusations? And what's your take on false rape accusations?
Okay, so you asked from my perspective as a woman.
Yes.
I would say from anybody's perspective, male or female, it is wrong to accuse anyone of rape falsely. It is wrong to lay false allegations on anybody, man or woman, if that thing did not happen.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is wrong. It's terribly wrong, either as a man or a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's this Twitter handler. She's a feminist. That's her portfolio, and she like was she actually she had a back and forth feud with one other Twitter handler who said she wanted to fight, come after people who accuse others of rape cases of rape.
Yes, I think I saw that.
Yes.
I think I saw that. I think it was well,
yeah.
If I can use the word stupid, it was stupid for anyone to come after the lady who said she would go to law school to come out and then jail people who had falsely accused men of rape.
Yes.
If I choose to do that, that is my life. I can choose to do whatever I want to do. So being a Twitter feminist and then coming after someone who said this is what she wants to do, I think it was just stupid.
Yeah, because I think it's double standard.
Exactly, double standards. So what do you even call Twitter? It is this Twitter feminists that have given feminism a bad name.
Yeah.
Feminism is not bad as it is. Feminism is just standing up for the equal rights of both male and female.
Yeah.
Yes. So coming out to say, I saw her post actually. She had twisted the story saying, oh well, there are so many others that have been raped.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't focus on people that are falsely accusing men of rape.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are so many women that have been raped. But then you shouldn't still say that falsely accusing someone of rape should be trivialized. Exactly. It is not. You're putting someone's life on the hold. You could put that person away for life. You're tarnishing the person's image, putting the person's life on hold for something that did not happen. It's even against morality.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so because of time, we want to continue, but I think we'll have to wrap up here. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Doko.
All right. Have a lovely day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know the funniest thing? Like one of the girls, the Twitter feminist that was bashing that lady.
Yeah.
That's Uzi Etomi.
Yeah.
Her husband was like allegedly accused of raping.
Wow.
As in
Oh,
recently.
okay. Wow.
Like, that's
Hello,
the funniest
Jenny.
thing.
Jenny, you are live on Notorious Podcast. We thought you would make it.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. We thought you would make it.
I'm just about entering the estate. Just about entering your side now.
Oh, okay. So we are talking about the rape issue and how Twitter degenerated over someone being accused wrongly and what happens.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I didn't get the
Did you
question.
see that tweet about the girls that wants to fight false rape accusers?
The girl that said she would go for master's.
Finish
so
law
she would
school.
Go for law school and fight rape, false rape accusations.
Yeah. What was your take on it and the people that came after her?
I thought it was ridiculous.
Like her tweet?
Hello?
Yeah, continue now. We can hear you.
I said I thought it was ridiculous of her because in comparison to actual rape.
She wasn't comparing, Jenny.
Talk about
She wasn't comparing.
No, let Jenny share her
She
point.
wasn't comparing, but that's why I said it's ridiculous. Like, you dedicate your time and effort.
What is wrong with that, please?
That's what we want to know. Let Jenny tell us what is
when
wrong.
we have like
Jenny, so what we're asking is what is wrong with if that is what she wants to do?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with her dedicating her time. But I'm saying, like, if you look at it, like, the way things are in Nigeria, the rape culture and everything, you see that it's kind of ridiculous for you to waste your time and resources.
You actually call it her wasting her
not a
time.
waste, that you see,
It is not a waste of time.
Rampant or as
But does it
let me say
happen?
it. You keep cutting me off.
Sorry.
Let's say it's not so rampant compared to the actual rape crimes. Like, you will have to focus on something that is an epidemic. Now, let's find the solution to it. But I mean, she can go ahead and do whatever she wants to do, but it still remains a ridiculous situation.
Okay, Jenny.
Yeah, I'm still coming in. By the way, like, I'm so close.
Oh.
We'll be waiting. If we see you, well, okay. But Jenny, thanks. As in, we'll be
And I
waiting
have
for
a
you.
lot to say about this. But anyway, I'll come.
When we see you. All right, Jenny.
Okay, so I want to read this tweet. This Jemima Osunde. She's an actress. And she tweeted, she was like, "A feminist will stand up for rape victims just as much as men who have been falsely accused.
Yeah.
Both have been done wrong and equally deserve justice.
Yeah.
One doesn't take away anything from the other.
Yeah.
Stop raping females and stop falsely accusing men."
Exactly. Like that. That's just it. Anyways, let's hear what PK has to say.
PK?
That's PK.
PK, last. Hello, PK.
Hello. Okay, I think we lost PK. We'll try to call him again.
Ah.
The thing is, I think whether a man was falsely accused, a woman was falsely accused, if you falsely accuse somebody of rape, you are wrong. And if
You are
someone
wrong.
decides to dedicate their
And
life,
then allow people do what they want to do with their
and the
life.
thing
As
is,
in,
people like to impose themselves on
Thank
other
you.
people, especially on Twitter. You understand? Because I feel something is politically correct, I feel everybody has to.
And my opinion is fine now.
It's fine. It's not
allow
possible.
people do what they. So long as it is the right thing, allow them do it.
Yeah, exactly. So me, I just feel like people need to just chill. You get, people need to chill. Like this issue of rape is so sensitive that we really need to chill. You know. So, anyways, because of time.
Apparently, PK is here. PK.
Man. So let's just I think we'll just call it a
PK
wrap.
is not with us
PK is not lucky today to be on the show. But anyways, thanks guys for your time.
Yeah.
And don't forget to follow us.
No
on
music
social
today.
media.
No music.
No music.
What's everyone?
I'm listening to Pap. Pap.
I'm still listening to Onelo, Whiskey,
Speed Darlington.
Gaga. That's my
Speed
jam.
Darlington.
Flo.
Pap, man.
Flo is
Pap
my- Flo is my
2023.
jam.
That's the jam, man.
Hey, that's true. Speed Darlington.
That's my jam.
No, honestly.
PK, what's your jam?
Hello?
Hello, PK.
Yeah. Man, I don't understand. My network has been pretty bad and I'm in a noisy place.
Oh, Omo PK, we are already
Where are
done.
we?
now.
we are virtually
Just tell us the
done.
jam you are
What
feeling
jam
right
are
now.
you feeling right now?
What's jam?
Yes.
I don't understand.
Like
You get
song
to
now.
tell me.
What song are you feeling? Hello, PK. PK, we have to go.
Anyways, thanks guys. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles. Notorious Podcast. Google us on, check us out on Google and then follow the handles. And
Handle
also,
is Notorious Pod.
yeah, and we're
Across board.
also open to sponsorship. Like if you're led to make sure that this program keeps going on, then fine, you can actually reach out to us. Thanks guys. See
All
you
right,
guys
people.
next episode.
Next episode.
Yeah.